Welcome back, and you're still with us at Commodity Champions. Joining us now is Milan Chokshi, is convener, promotions and marketing at GJPC, and CEO and founder also at Moksh. And so, Ishu Datwani is founder Anmol Jewellers. Thank you, gentlemen, so much for joining us. Mr. Chokshi, this one is to you first. And while all of us are believing that the year 2024 is going to be yet another strong year for the industry, what is it that you see as opportunities but also as challenges?
Thanks, Manisha. 2024 is looking like a stable and probably a better year than 2023. The industry has been consolidating over the last few years. It's been growing in spite of periods of, some downturns, but it's becoming more and more seasonal as a business. And we're seeing a new kind of consumer emerging who is buying jewelry not only for its investment angle, but also looking at design, looking at brands and labels, and so for this new Indian customer, I think there are a host of retailers who are now planning new store launches and trying to capture this particular customer. So I think that's a massive opportunity for the industry, and with a little bit of a slowdown in the exports. We're seeing also a lot of the manufacturers focus and retailers focus on India as a market. So I think that segment is certainly bound to grow. In terms of challenges, nothing that comes to mind really. There will be that a little bit of volatility in pricing, which businesses will learn to navigate. But I think there are more opportunities than challenges.
All right. Mr. Chokshi, what a time to be in where you can think of more opportunities than challenges. Do talk to us also about the kind of exhibition feedback. We do know that IIJS is still going on. And the B2Bs, as an industry, how have you seen those numbers?
Yeah, so, the IIJS just concluded today. And all the interaction that we've had with the retailers that came at the show and the manufacturers that exhibited, everything that we've heard so far has been positive. Retailers are looking at expansion. There's, like I mentioned, consolidation, particularly in the organized retail segment, and a lot of the corporates that are looking at opening new divisions, which will cater to a new kind of customer, as I mentioned. So this, what I mentioned earlier, this is the feedback that we've gotten from the show. The show was well attended. And everyone's looking forward to the next IIJS, which will be in March and in Bangalore.
Mr. Datwani, this one is to you. So while we do know that this is the wedding season that is still underway, and then Valentine's is not too far away, and by the time we'll be done by this quarter, you'll have Akshaya Tritiya standing tall. So how is the first half of this year looking to you?
So it's looking really nice. I would like to give you some of my observations for the couple of months that have just passed. So Diwali this year for us was very good. But there was one major change which I saw compared to last year. So on Dhanteras Day, I was looking at my screen, and we have the entire store, and we have about 30 cameras looking at all the angles. And I was a little scared because there were not too many people in the store. But by the end of the day, when we collated our numbers, we realized that we had done 27.5% more business compared to last year. So what actually happened was there were fewer people, but there were bigger ticket sizes. Ultimately, for us, that is important. And so the number had grown. So that was one observation. The other observation is that in the month of December, usually, previously, there used to be a lot of non-residents. We had a big component of non-residents coming and buying jewelry, especially in the month of December, which over the last few years had kind of depreciated. There were fewer people. But this year, we found the non-residents coming back and buying.
Okay.
So that was another, thing we noticed. By and large, the ticket size has definitely grown. And, we do extremely well in the diamond jewelry segment, and business has been really robust. Going forward, it's the same thing. There's a luxury weekend coming up next week. And, so obviously the marketeers do feel that there's a lot of potential for luxury in the country. So we have a luxury exhibition next weekend where we are a part of. And so now we are looking at Indian consumers understanding luxury and willing to spend, Also, one major shift that we've seen over the years is people not wanting a breakup of everything. So most of the diamond jewelry we are selling on a MRP basis. And there are very few people who come and say, listen, what's the breakup? So people are now willing to understand that this is not a commodity. This is jewelry. There's art involved. There's design involved. And they are willing to, give you that even a little premium if your design is really.
All right. Well, yes, design clearly was a big talking point in the previous year as well. With budget round the corner, and this is an election year, not too much is expected. But Mr. Chokshi, as an industry, are you looking at anything at all?
I think we've kind of, already submitted some of our requests as an industry that, but no, nothing really besides that.
All right. I also want to know, Mr. Chokshi, on what do you think about macros, and that would in any sense move the prices globally, because as more geopolitics continues to brew on, the expectation, not just from the buyers and luxury, it being bought as luxury, but as an investment as well, there are more and more people now shifting towards gems, jewelry, gold, etc.
So gold over the last few years has continuously given a pretty healthy return, and we expect that will continue. Diamonds, as has been discussed previously, did go through a little bit of a downturn, and based on supply information that we have now, it seems like we should expect a pretty strong next couple of years for diamond prices. So we expect the consumer to continue, finding gems and jewelry, particularly gold and diamonds, as being pretty healthy avenue to invest.
Mr. Chokshi, also as the business grows, so does the competition. I mean, there are more and more players coming in. There are second generation, third generation, the youngsters coming in. There's this conversation about technology, AI, etc. I mean, something that you wouldn't hear of earlier in jewelry conversations. How is the industry looking at all of that in this new year?
Yeah, it's actually quite exciting, and technology in every aspect of jewelry manufacturing, retail, and distribution is playing a pretty significant role with the advent of computer-aided design and manufacturing. The quality and the efficiency of the output in jewelry manufacturing has become significantly better. Social media and digital marketplaces have made it easier for businesses to better reach customers that they've never reached before. And there are several, CRM tools, marketing tools that are available online that, allow businesses to extract the best that technology has to offer. And we are seeing, young businesses and, the next gen that are joining businesses that are kind of trained and educated in some of these fields, and they're making a massive difference. They're helping businesses leverage everything they have and kind of extrapolate the best out of technology.
There's one thing I can tell you, and this question is to you, Mr. Datwani, that earlier I would only meet jewelers, but there are a lot of manufacturers as well who are out about there talking about their work. How do you see this changing? And the other thing is that, as Mr. Chokshi also said, there's a lot of investment happening into new age technologies also. So would you say that the spend from this industry in that sense also seems to be increasing?
Absolutely. So people have become so much more aware about technology. And, you can use technology. If you use it in the right way, you will get a lot of benefit. So social media is one area where you can use technology. Of course, manufacturing. I remember when I came into the industry, the first international show I attended was 1998 JCK. And I was ashamed of the kind of jewelry we were doing. Today, I'm proud to say India makes jewelry which is as good as the Italians make their jewelry. So we've come such a long way thanks to technology. We're doing 3D printing, we're doing CAD cams, all those things. And AI is only going to help, the process. So yes, and yes, all of us are willing to spend more money because you can see the returns.
All right. I want to come to both of you with a final question, and this is about your own company on what your expectations and plans are for 2024. Mr. Chokshi, you first, and what are your plans?
Like I mentioned, we see a strong, strong growth in, the luxury segment in jewelry, employing, all the new kind of manufacturing capabilities that are now available in India, and the product quality, the art, the engineering, like a combination of, India's inherent, capability of manufacturing jewelry along with the strong engineering talent that is available in the country. We want to kind of create new product that has not yet been, seen in India, and kind of create a completely new segment. So we're focusing on that, on a lot of, fine and couture jewelry. That is a very strong area of growth for us.
All right. Creating a new product that is not seen before is an aspiration. Mr. Datwani, what are you looking at?
Yeah, so basically, my daughter has joined business 2-3 years back, and she's hungry for growth. So, growth is on the cards. But what we're doing at the moment is consolidating, making sure our back end is proper, the systems work, seamlessly. So, although we are a one-store retail store at the moment, we are getting into the organized space. The whole system is getting organized. So, we are professional, like a big organized player, but with the agility of a single, player. So that's where we are. That's our strength, and we want to, grow on that strength, consolidate, and then grow. That's the plan.
Okay, so more investments, manufacturing capabilities, engineering, creating new products is what the jewelry industry is looking at as we dawn upon a new year there. Thank you so much, Mr. Chokshi, Mr. Datwani, for joining us. We wish you a very happy 2024. And that's all the time that we have on Commodity Champions. Thank you for watching.